Namaste. And I'm delighted that we have such a beautiful day and wonderful company to celebrate our yoga practice together. It's the kind of thing that lifts your mood and brightens your day. And when you're smiling, the world is smiling, right? So optimism, very crucial. Cultivate an attitude of optimism and positivity in your life by having faith in yourself and trust in your abilities. You've had many past experiences that have proved that you can do it. And when you remind yourself of your many blessings in life, it engenders a sense of abundance. And through that, we have a lens to see a more joyful life. The positive attitude is helping you overcome fears about the future and be more successful. When hope enters the soul, it makes all things new. And where there's life, there's hope. So we'll sit for a moment with this sense of abundance embodied by the goddess Lakshmi. Her mantra is Om Shreem Mahalakshmaye Namaha. Salutations to the great Lakshmi. May she grant both worldly and spiritual prosperity. Vajrapadma Mudra is this gesture of unshakable confidence and unswerving trust. We create it by loosely interlacing the fingers with the thumbs extended upward and placing it over the heart. This mudra fortifies the vessel of the practitioner. Practice it in times of self-doubt, insecurity, or timidity. Trust and self-confidence are a powerful duo for spiritual practice and evolutionary growth. This mudra also supports true humility. The Vajra is the mythic weapon that defeats self-doubt and represents initiation. Vajra also means diamond-like. In the Buddhist tradition, the practitioner cultivates the diamond body to transform the physical and energetic bodies into their full radiance, clarity, and luminosity, to shine like a diamond. Now, with positivity, optimism, and confidence, we'll begin laying face down in crocodile pose. We'll start to connect and recognize the muscles of the diaphragm as we breathe in, and the abdomen expands, pressing against the floor. And the side ribs widen, the floating ribs expand, and the back of the rib cage widens, deepens. So just resting the forehead on the backs of the arms, get a sense of how your breath flows in and out, where it flows into your body. And try and breathe as though your whole body breathes. Now, as you're exhaling, I'd like for you to squeeze the buttocks and tighten the pelvic floor, Ashwini Mudra. And relax that contraction on the inhalation and tighten on the exhale. This is the horse mudra, Ashwini. Now bring the elbows under the shoulders for Sphinx pose. The forearms parallel and the legs close together. Pulling back through the elbows and down through the shoulder blades. Lengthen through the neck and spine. So there's freedom to flow and move in the head, neck, and shoulders. And even some added movement in the hips as you rock the heels from side to side. So just loosening up different parts of the body as you feel needed. And then slide the hands back under the shoulders and curl the head and shoulders up into Cobra pose. And feel free to move here as you feel inclined, rocking the hips, turning the head. And release and rest to the ground, extending the arms back towards the back of your mat. And roll the palms face down towards the earth and lift up through the front of the shoulders and into locust pose, Shalabhasana. Each inhale lifting the shoulders a little higher, and each exhale squeezing the back and the lower and the buttocks. Good. Nice and strong. And release and roll down. Turn the chin to the side. Open the heels so you can breathe into the lower back. Complete breaths. Good. Bend the knees, bend both knees, and reach back to the ankles. And if you're not finding the ankles with your hands, just put the hands on the floor like you had for Cobra. And then holding and lifting him into bow pose, Dhanurasana. Taking complete breaths in and complete breaths out as you strengthen. Another full breath. Excellent. Good. And then let it down. Release chin to the other side. And maybe you want to rock the hips and heel some. Eventually coming up to kneeling. And slowly push the hips back into child's pose. Bowing gently down with the head. Without restricting the breath. Lift up to table pose and circling the hips around. And then reverse the circles. And then sit back to the heels in hero pose. Okay. Right. Squeeze the shins in towards one another. Engage through the pelvis. So you're sitting tall, and then use Abhaya Mudra with the right hand like a stop sign in fearlessness. Now, hold on to the left heel with the left hand and lift up the hips. Reach up with the right arm. Gaze up and start to arch back. Then come down the right arm, sit back to the heels. All right, now left hand in Abhaya Mudra. We're integrating the arm into the shoulder and the shoulder blade into the back, pulling it inward. Then lift up, reach up and arch back fearlessly. And come slowly down. And from here, let's go into downward dog. Lifting the hips and lengthening through the arms and legs. Just relaxing the shoulders and knees on the inhalation. Feeling the alignment, and then stretching deeper on the exhale with strength. Release and lower the knees. Once more, lift the hands. And holding now into the lower back with the hands, camel pose, Ustrasana. Draw the shoulder blades in and lift up the heart. Now squeeze the buttocks. Breathing and perhaps reaching down to the heels, one hand at a time. You don't have to look. And then lifting the hips. Squeeze in the buttocks. Then to come out of the pose, hug the thighs to the midline and sweep the arms up. And rest hands. All right. Start a lunge with the right foot forward, the left knee back. And climb the hands up to the right knee. And rest for a breath, getting your bearings now to being upright. I want you to pull back through the right heel and resist that with the left thigh. So the two legs are drawing towards one another, and it's drawing the hips down and lengthening the tailbone. Bring the hands up. Good. Looking great. Bring the hands behind the head to lift the heart more. Tuck the shoulder blades under the heart to scoop it up and press the head back into the hands. And releasing when you're done to bring the hands down. And let's stay with lunge and just straighten the front knee. Bring the arms inside that right leg, so you can take as much space as you need to with the hands. And easing down, breath by breath. So you can relax on the inhalation, fine-tune your alignment. And stretch to your fullest on the exhalation, engaging muscular energy in the core and the leg muscles, wrapping the muscles around the bones very snugly. And let's rest there and step the right foot back. Bring the left foot through to low lunge. And climb the hands up to the left knee. And take a moment to orient yourself to this space, to your body, and feel how you can control muscular energy in the legs, hips, and thighs to hold yourself steady and balanced. And when you lift your arms, can engage more through the pelvic floor and the inner thighs to scoop the tailbone under. Clasp hands behind the head if you wish to arch back deeper. Drawing the shoulder blades down and lift up the heart. Press down through the legs to lift the chest higher. And bending, breathing. And then releasing when you're done, bringing the hands down, bring the arms inside the left knee, and start to straighten the left leg. Now lift up the left toes and be gentle on the inhalation to soften the knee. And deepen the stretch on the exhalation, folding over the left hip. With bright, optimistic outlook, you can do this. Finishing that breath, just step the left foot back again to downward dog. Now, when you're ready, lift up the knees and press the hips back. Good, those are great. Now we're going to lift the right leg up. And bend the knee, tuck the right knee into the chest. And now pivot with the left toes turned to the outer edge of the mat. This right hip will scoop under, the right leg cross underneath. And pressing the outside of the right foot down, start to lift the left arm in a stargazer. Open the throat. Nice job, those are excellent. Step right foot back to down dog. You did wonderful pose. Stargazer. Catch hold of your breath. And then lift the left leg up. Bend the left knee, tuck it into the chest. Now pivot on the right foot, turn the right toes to the outer edge. And then slide the left leg underneath to open up and gaze up with the eyes, tilting the head back a little bit. Good, and release the left foot back to downward dog. Okay. Now let's come into a more restful pose like pigeon. Bring the right knee forward for pigeon. And walk the left knee back, lowering the hips. And over a series of breaths, begin to fold forward over the left hip. Lift the chest up. Stay there in pigeon pose and add the thigh stretch. Bend the back knee. And then hold with the left hand and bring the left heel towards the hip. So back bending is our major emphasis in poses. So add in a little more back bending to this pose by putting the foot in the crook of the elbow, lifting the right arm up and bending back. And you have the mermaid. Come out of pigeon to step into downward dog. Walk in the knees, stretching wherever you need. And bring the left knee forward into pigeon, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. Squeeze the legs towards the midline and tone the pelvic floor and abdomen. So we're holding muscular energy throughout this stretch. And mindfully and gradually deepen the stretch while taking complete breaths that nourish you on the inhale and give you strength on the exhale. Now, lifting the chest to add our thigh stretch. Bend the right knee to pull the right heel closer to the hip. You can try and get the ankle into the crook of your elbow and lift the left arm. Eventually, begin to connect the hands. Spiraling the chest and eyes up. Open the heart. And when you're ready to release that, good. We'll step it back to downward dog. Walk the knees. And I have to quickly equip myself here for the next pose, which will be coming up to stand. Walk up to your hands. And if you brought a strap, you can bring the strap up with you to standing. Okay, so I'm holding the strap about shoulder width apart and bringing it up over my head. I think we have extras in the corner, but and draw the shoulder blades down as you pull against the ends of the strap. You can help connect into the center. Okay, so we have straight spine and no, I'm sorry.
I think they're in the closet.
I know that. Yeah. No, she's found one. She's resourceful. We'll stretch a little to the side, bend to the left side, press down through the right leg, and switch to the next side, bending to my right, and pressing down through my left leg. Okay, come back up to the center. Good. And then lift up the eyes. Begin to reach up and back with the arms. Squeeze the buttocks. Press down through the feet. And release the hands down to your side with the strap now behind your back. And hold the strap so the thumbs point out to the outside. And the shoulder blades will draw down and into the back. Okay, so we'll start with feet hip distance apart and fold forward, lifting the arms up over the head while keeping the shoulder blades down away from the ears. Soften the knees on the inhale. And then press down through the feet and straighten the legs on the exhale. Good breathing, I hear. And slowly rise, lift up again to stand. Pressing the feet down and rising up. Good. Now, we'll have this available for later. When we're ready. Now, we're going to do the warrior salute, starting with hands in Anjali Mudra. And squaring the shoulders, lifting the heart to the hands. And just finding our optimistic, positive outlook as so much more productive and healthy. And raise the, step the right foot back, warrior one. Open the fingertips, the center fingers, and raise the Lotus Mudra, Padma Mudra, up an invocation. And bring hands to the heart and Vajra Pradma Mudra. And open to Warrior Two. Unshakable trust. Diamond-like body. And shine out through your arms and fingers with your diamond brilliance and radiance, sparkling to the fingertips. And now for some courage, sweep the right arm forward into Courage Mudra, first fingers together, and balance now on that left leg for Warrior Three. Toe touch with the right foot. And when all your weight is balanced on the left leg, begin to lift the right. And finally, lower the right foot down, bend the right knee to the mat, and hold the right hand in Abhaya Mudra, fearlessness. Strengthen through the core of the pelvis so the tailbone can scoop under, the heart can lift up into this left hand, and we reach up with the right, lengthen, and then arch back. Now bring the right hand down and all 5 fingertips touching the earth, Bhumi Sparsha Mudra. In reverence, we're bowing the head to the heart. And lifting up and stepping the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhaling to a flat back. Then exhale and fold over straight legs. Bend the knees. Inhale, lift the arms. Press down through the feet. Tadasana, and then hands returning to the heart, Anjali Mudra. open to the grace and goodness in this world and in one another. And looking into that light and goodness when you see one another. Now step the left foot back in warrior one. Create this lotus blossom and offer it up with your invocation. And bring the hands down in Vajra Pradma Mudra, placing over the heart and turning the left toes out in warrior two, remembering this inner trust, confidence, positivity. So as you open out into warrior two, your diamond-like radiance and brilliance is blinding. Now with courage, bring the left arm forward, Vira Mudra, balance on the right foot, and toe touch with the left, coming up into warrior three. Lift up and balance before you start to reach forward. Take a breath. And then lower the back toes and left knee down as you come to low lunge. Bring the left hand into Abhaya Mudra, fearlessness. Engage through the core of the pelvis so it tucks the hips under, lifts the heart up, and then lengthen through that left side of the body. Get length before you start to arch back. And release the left hand down, and the left fingertips touching the earth. And bow the head to the heart. Reverence. And inhale, lift the head up, and step the left foot forward to meet the right. Exhale and fold over straight legs. Then inhale and sweep the arms up, touching the palms. And exhale, rest the arms, Anjali Mudra at the heart, and bowing the head to the heart. Okay. We will come now into goddess pose with a wide stance. And the toes turned out slightly, bend the knees, and squat down with the hips, keeping the shoulders back, navel in, and then chin mudra with the hands. Helping you stay connected with the breath by flowing, expanding on the inhale, contracting on the exhale. Very good. And fold forward, bring the hands to the floor, and widen the legs to your comfortable capacity. Turning the toes to point to the side of the mat so the feet are parallel. And bend one knee at a time as you rock from side to side. Good, that's it. Nice, very good. Now walk the hands over to the left side. Turn the left toes towards the end of the mat. And keep walking those hands diagonally away, scooping the chest down while keeping the hips low. Inhale, broadening the back of the neck and the shoulders. And exhaling, tucking the tummy in to scoop through deeper. Now switch and walk the hands to the right. Pivot the left toes in, turn the right toes out. And keep walking those hands away towards the corner of the mat. Breathing, smiling. You've got this. Yeah. You've got the faith. And now walk the hands into the center. Turn the right toes parallel with the left. And then just fold straight forward over the hips. Soften the knees as you inhale. And then straighten more as you exhale, folding. And lifting up to release. Walk the hands forward, bend the knees, and come up, begin to stand. Very good. All right, now we'll walk in for dancer pose. Okay. So dancer is the balance. And start balancing here on this left leg and lift the right knee up. Okay, that's good. Slide the right hand down to the right ankle and pull it back. Left arm extends the opposite way to counterbalance. You can start to reach forward more when you're balanced. Okay, and now release the side, straighten, shake it out, and go to the next side, where we're balancing on the right leg and lifting the left knee. Now slide the left hand down to the ankle, pull it back, and counterbalance with the right arm in front. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, integrate, connecting the arm into the shoulder, the navel into the spine. Good, that's it. You're improving, you're learning, you're challenging yourself. That's how to progress. All right. Nice, that was better. The second side was better, I say. Come and rest. Okay, and now please lay down, recline on your back. We'll do bridge pose next. So we'll lift the knees and walk the heels up towards the buttocks. And then now if you wish to use the strap in this pose, you would put it in front of the ankles and hold the tails of the strap outside your hips. So bring the heels up close to the sitting bones, tuck the shoulder blades under the back, and then press down through the feet and up come the hips. Pulling against the strap helps with that. Keeping the chin up, and the head pressing back against the mat. Strengthen those back neck muscles there. As you strengthen the buttocks and lift on the inhale to your max, And slowly lower and release down. Now, you can also now release the strap if you don't need it. And we'll try again another bridge pose, this time without the strap, just to either clasp the hands under the back or just clasping the hands would work, and lifting the hips there. Okay. Or maybe you're just pressing the floor with your palms. Keeping the chin up. And if you like a little variety, lift the right leg up. And switch, right foot down, and lift the left leg up. Pressing down through that right foot, keep the hips high, chin up, and release the feet down and the hips and buttocks down. Take rest there. Lift the chest and shoulders up so you're sitting. And then bring the hands behind the hips, the feet flat on the mat. Roll the shoulder blades in and press the feet down. Bring the hips up, upward table. Final breath, and then lower the buttocks down. Good. And let's briefly come into boat pose here, because we're right balanced on the sitting bones. Able to lift the heart, able to breathe. Good, and lower the feet down. Bring the hands back behind and repeating upward table. But now adding that variation where you lift the right leg up. And then switching to put right foot down, left leg up. Good, that's it. Excellent. One more breath. And down with the feet and down with the buttocks. Come there. Onto the back. And reach up over the head. Take a nice long stretch through the sides of the body. Okay. All right, so next you can practice another bridge pose or wheel pose, which I'll describe. Bring the hands now above the shoulders with the fingertips pointed down towards the shoulder blades. And the hands as wide or wider than your shoulders. Walk the heels up close, press the feet down, and lift the hips. Okay, in the first stage, we're going to come to the top of the head. So bring the top of the head to the mat. Reposition the hands more under the shoulders. Reposition the feet more under the knees. And then press down through the hands and feet, and you lift into wheel. Okay? Tucking the chin to come down to the back of the head and shoulders first, and then the hips. All right, so if the wrists are a little sore, you can place the hands underneath the buttocks and lower the hips onto the back of the wrists, and then just sort of rock the knees from side to side. now another back bend. Last one, you can do the bridge with the strap over the ankles, the bridge with the leg lifted up, or the wheel, and in wheel, lift one leg up, right? Good. All right. And we're all gonna rest now. And time to widen the feet on the mat and rock the knees like windshield wipers from side to side, slow and intermittent. And finally, for counter stretch to all those back bends, hug the knees into the chest. Letting the arms lengthen on the inhale and squeezing a little tighter on the exhale. Now, tucking the chin, rock yourself up to seated. Extend the legs wide apart. And press the fingertips behind and lift up the chest. Spread the toes, flex the ankles. Now squeeze the kneecaps. Tighten those quadricep muscles. And keeping that lower back lifted, the heart open, start to come forward. Just a little bit at a time. The bigger your breath, the brighter the pose gets. You've got all the breath you need to succeed. Raise yourself back up to a tall spine. And then slide the left hand towards the left ankle. And lift the right arm up and over the right ear. Press down through the right hip and sitting bone. And breathe along the right side of the waist. If it's comfortable, accessible, bring the left elbow inside the left knee and use that leverage to keep widening the chest, expanding the ribs. Now take the right hand, place it behind your head, So the elbow points up, and then press your head back into that hand to fully open the chest and arch back. And then release the side and begin to slide the right hand down the right leg and lift the left arm. Now press down through the left hip and push the left sitting bone into the mat. Breathe along that left side of the waist. And over time, you may have that right elbow reach inside the right leg, and pressing there for leverage, expand the chest more. And if you want, even cup that left hand behind the base of the skull and push the head back into that hand. Really opens that left shoulder. And release. When you're done, come up to a straight spine. And we'll start to recline once more onto the back. Laying flat on your back now. We'll just have a hip opener with thread the needle. We're going to lift the knees, place the feet on the floor, and cross the right ankle over the left knee. And widen the right knee to the side. Then thread the right arm through the legs and hold around the back of the left thigh with both hands. And then you bring your head and shoulders to the mat. And methodically, mindfully, begin to hug the left knee towards your chest. With the exhalation, tightening the tummy. And the inhalation, loosening the arms. And switch and lower the feet down. And switch left foot, left ankle over the right knee. Thread the left arm between the legs and hold the back of the right thigh. Once your hands are clasped, lower your head and shoulders. And sense in your hip how it feels when you stretch on the exhalation. And easing off that stretch on the inhalation. So there's no rush, there's no push, there's no shoving. It's just a dance, cooperation. Now rest the feet down to the mat once more. I think we've done action. And reach out with the arms and legs, arms over the head, the legs wide, stretching the hands, toes, feet, maybe rolling the wrists or ankles. Like a star shining with your radiant diamond-like brilliance, sparkle, shimmer, glow. And slowly bring the arms down into Shavasana pose alongside. The palms facing upward and the shoulder blades flat under the back. With as much space as you need for your arms and legs to be comfortable. Let your body rest there. And find whatever you need to stay warm and put that on if you're getting chilled. Did a great job with all those back bending poses. They're really tiring, so you'll enjoy a nice restful relaxation now, letting all that tension just drain out of your body, melting away and seeping into the mat, into the floor beneath you, leaving you refreshed, light and bright, and ready to always look on the bright side of life. How can we forget Eric Idle's Monty Python song, The Bright Side of Life? Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. And always look on the light side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life. And always look on the right side of life. For life is quite absurd, and death's the final word. You must always face the curtain with a bow. Forget about your sin. Give the audience a grin. Enjoy it. It's your last chance anyhow. So always look on the bright side of death. Just before you draw your terminal breath. Life's a piece of shit when you look at it. Life's a laugh and death's a joke, it's true. You see it's all a show, keep 'em laughing as you go. Just remember that the last laugh is on you. And always look on the bright side of life. Om Shrim Mahalakshmiye Namaha. Om Shrim Mahalakshmiye Namaha. Om Shrim Mahalakshmiye Namaha. And now start to deepen your breath and begin awakening your body as you stretch and move And finally, roll over to your side. And finally, return to your upright, cross-legged position in Sukhasana. Unshakable trust and confidence for your optimism and sense of abundance. We feel filled with blessings, and we can share this blessing energy with one another. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for your presence. And thank you for your deep soul beauty. Namaste.